Hello. So I'm making this video to build a sequence of videos. That is, I'm hoping maybe it will be end up in a good situation or not. I don't know. But that will be about sharing the set of very important ideas I have acquired, or maybe they came to me, or somehow I realized those are very important, and they really help me to see the world in a better way. And one of those idea, one like out of all those, one I think which I'm going to talk in this video is, as I will title it, say, in the journey of understanding you, in the journey of understanding you, I found myself. In the journey of understanding you, I found myself. And this idea comes from my research work on reinforcement learning, in which we make an algorithm, make an agent, and put that agent in an environment, and that agent interact with the environment and understand the dynamics of that and try to achieve the control over the environment, so that it can manage to get its goal. Say its goal is to maximize the reward. So at the end, when it learned, when you leave the environment in that, when you leave the agent in that environment, it can interact with the environment and manage to get the reward for which it is trained for. But in this process, if we place two agents or more than two agents in that environment, then there is a process in which the agents do interaction. They are like interacting with each other. In those settings, a particular agent, when there is a multiple agents, a particular agent's task is not only to understand how the environment behaves, it also need to understand how the other agents behave, what is going on, how it behaviors. It need to decipher its behavior. And mostly the behavior is more important when it is in its proximity. So suppose you want to understand the taming, so what I'm doing is not an anthropological projection. Like people could say that I'm just putting the human feelings in that agent. No. That is their task. Like their neurons and the architecture that we build is meant to encode those information of how that other agent will behave. It means that the action that the agent will going to produce should be encode the other agent's behavior, something like that. So, but what I'm doing is not it's not an anthropological projection. It's a agentic projection to myself. Rather than putting human feelings to that robot, I'm taking their feeling and try to search how would I be feeling if I was in that place. And it's like you are trying to get the food in the forest, but you also see there's your friend who is also with you, and you want to get the fruit, or maybe some enemy who is also some sort of interaction happening with other agents. So right now I'm just considering identical agents, homogeneous agents, like someone like you, another human, another Homo sapiens, which is mostly in your group, something like that. So what you do, you look at them and try to see what they are doing, how they are doing, and to understand them, to understand how they are behaving and acting, you realize it's something which is a very high impact on their behavior. There is something when they are in proximity to you, there is something they behave like their behavior is very subjected to some particular entity, and that entity is you. So it's a very extreme claim also at one side, because you can disprove this claim by by presenting the situation where there is a single agent. So the claim is that if there is no human in this planet Earth, if a baby is born alone in a forest, and the baby have never seen any other human being or any other creature who recognizes or acknowledge their existence, the baby will never feel that they exist. It means that suppose the baby is invisible, it can't make sounds and nothing is affected. The baby cannot do anything. Means it can observe just the world, but nothing it can affect. So if a baby walk at front of you, you just ignore that creature completely. You never acknowledge its existence. This will end up like this is the what I say, like what I said. Implication of this idea is that the baby will never feel that I am something, and this is what I yet experienced in the reinforcement learning work that I'm doing. So yeah, means we can see that, because if that becomes the case, then the identity that we provide to ourselves in understanding you, in the journey of understanding you, how the behavior of other entities, I found myself, because I realized that there is something which is in them which makes them behave a particular way, is me, and I live inside them, and my own existence is there only. So this is it, and you will see that who you are is extremely affected by with whom you are. If you are with your friends, who you are. If you are in a family gathering, who you are. If you are in a classroom and teaching as a stage of like being a teacher, who you are. You are with your spouse, you are with your, they say, like other type of groups, like some official groups. Or so who you are the one with whom you are surrounded by. So, and if you're not surrounded by anyone, alone in a forest, just observing and not acting, that is a stage of meditation. And then you realize that this identity that we are putting ourselves does not exist, and you are just a Siva. Like, I don't know whether what does it mean, but in this many of the songs and this Chidananda Rupa, Sivoham, Sivoham. I don't exactly know means, but when I say this word, what I feel is that state, that Chidananda Rupa, Sivoham, Sivoham. This bliss of conscious awareness, that is it. Without any further abstraction of me, you, sound, what the sound means. No, just the awareness, just the sound, without any giving meaning to it. The colors in your eyes, without deciding whether it's a table or chair or what. A state of bliss, without any fear, without giving that there is a time, there is a this, that, anything, nothing. Chidananda Rupa, Sivoham, Sivoham. So yeah, so in this video, I hope I translated the idea of, in the journey of understanding you, I found myself too. Yeah, that's rhymes. Yeah. So thank you. I hope you found comfort in my words. Thank you very much.